You hear the music?
Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move and then hear my heart burst again.
All right. A little bit of Adele this morning. No, it's not my voice. It was Adele playing. I don't know if you could hear that. Let me know in the comments. Um, yeah, this is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. I was just thinking of this music this morning because Scorpio season and it's intense and it feels like the end because this is a Scorpio, it's a new moon eclipse in Scorpio happening on Tuesday. But it is the end of a portal. It is the fruition, if you want, of everything that you have put into place since April. So eclipses always work in pair, always work in opposing signs. So we had that eclipse in Aries, in Taurus, I mean, in April. And now it is that eclipse in Scorpio. So in a way, it brings things back into balance. It also says that everything that you've been working on for the past 6 months, it can come to fruition. But it's also another portal to the next version of you, the next thing that you want to bring into the world. Um, so it can be quite intense. My question to you is, have you been doing your inner work for the past 6 months? If you have not, this is going to be even more intense for you because like part of the energy has moved forward. But if you're still stuck where you were, the leap between what is changing and where you are is even greater now than if you had done some work and came closer and closer to this portal, right? So by not doing the inner work, you are making your life a whole lot more difficult and complicated than it could be, because you're going to feel even more stuck. You're going to feel even more grumpy. You're going to feel even more of that shadow of Scorpio, which is the jealous rage that that kind of energy, of that darkness energy. You're just going to enter maybe another winter of depression, of self harm, in a way of, between how you think and how and your emotions. And is this what you want? Is this a type of winter that you want? Do you want another winter of blahs? If not, are you ready to do something about it? Because this eclipse is a doorway, it's a portal. It's okay, I'm ready for the change now. I'm ready to do something different. But you have to be ready, because Scorpio is going to come back in your face and say, yeah, no, you say you're ready, but you're not. And it's going to show you all the ways in which you're not ready for this transformation. So if you are in that place in your life where you're just holding on, where you're resisting change, where you say, I'm just going to hide under my blanket for now and not see the world for another 6 months because life is crap, fill your boots. But that is going to be that experience that you're going to have for the next 6 months. It's going to be crap. So if you want to experience a more amazing life, your invitation is to do some of that inner work, and take some of that darkness that is rising right now and transmute that into more of a strength, more of your power, more of something that can be fun, that you can play with, that you can experiment with, that you can heal and grow. And this time of year, especially because the veil is thinning right now, is such a great time to also look at the generational and your karmic baggage and say, this is the line, and whatever crap that was in my past or that has been handed down to me from mother to daughter, from generation to generation, it stops here. I am not bringing that forward with me, and I am not bringing that to future generations. So 7 generations above, 7 generations below, we're healing this. is such a good time for healing. I love the Scorpio season. I am also Scorpio rising, so this is a strength for me to go into what doesn't work energetically and switch that into something that really works for you in terms of feeling empowered, feeling confident, feeling really good with yourself, and creating the most amazing life that you want. But you have to be ready to do the work. So one of the analogy is, because a lot of people say, oh, I just want to transform. I want a more magical life. I want a more amazing life. I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to eat healthy. I want to travel. I have this trip in Peru that's coming next April, an amazing spiritual journey of awakening in Peru. So amazing and magical. People say, oh, I really want to do that. But then they don't take any action. It's just like, oh, so like they're wannabes. Oh, I really want that. But they don't ever take any action. Just as an analogy, just think that this is like your kid saying, I want a dog. I want a dog. Mom, can I have a dog now? Can I have a dog? Can I have a dog? Or can I have a cat? Can I have a pet? But they're never willing or ready to pick up after the pet, to pick up the poop, to change a litter box, to feed the animal, to walk the animal. Like, it's not just about getting the one thing. There's all kinds of actions that come with getting the one thing. So this weekend is a weekend for you to get really, really, but really, like Scorpio, really honest with yourself. Do you really want what you say that you want? Do you really, really want what you say that you want? And be honest with yourself, right? Just admit to yourself, if you're not ready, you're not ready. And then move on, right? If you're not ready to exercise every day, if you're not ready to eat healthy every day, if you're not ready to have a meditation practice every day, if you're not ready to do what it takes to manifest what you want, just be honest with yourself and say, you know what, right now in my life, it's not a priority. And then stop obsessing about it. Just say, I'll revisit that in another 6 months, or I'll revisit that at the next eclipse. But stop obsessing about it, because then what happens is that you're in a cycle of always wanting something, not taking action towards it, and then putting all of that energy back onto you as guilt and shame and heaviness. So it keeps you even more stuck than if you said, you know what, I'd really like to go back to my high school jeans, but I'm not giving up my chocolate cake, so it's not happening. Right? So just be honest with what that is. I'd really love to have great intuition, but I'm not ready right now to invest in myself and having real grounded education. I would really love to go to Peru, but I'm not ready right now to do the savings. So just be honest with yourself. Stop putting all kinds of excuses that, oh, it's not the right time. I'm not sure I'm ready. My husband will never let me do this. It doesn't work well with my kids. Excuses, excuses, excuses. Scorpio says, cut the crap. Stop BSing yourself. Be honest. What is it that you really want? And then take aligned action. Scorpio is kind of that tough love energy. Scorpio is going to call you out on your BS. And out of love, because Scorpio really wants to see you succeed, to see you at your best self, to see you in the divine mystery, being empowered. But you can't be that if you keep putting those sheets in front of your eyes and hiding in your excuses and hiding in like the life is too busy, hiding into everything and not doing the inner work. The eclipse is going to come and go, and you're going to be even further from that next level of up-leveling. So be honest with yourself. What is it that you really want? and then take those aligned actions. And then if you're not ready, be honest with that and then stop obsessing about it. Just put it down and pick it up later when you're ready. How does that sound? A bit of a tough love with Jazz. So if you want to have help and support and nurturing from a Scorpio rising here, so that you can really transform and transmute your life and those bad habits and cut your own BS so that you can rise up to the magnificence that you are, then let me know. Let's book a session. I do have sessions open for private one-on-one crystal healings or Reiki healings. Also have wonderful private one-on-one 3 to 6 month coaching programs. It's not so much coaching as it is peeling away the layers of the onion, peeling away those sheets of excuses that you put on top of you. Going from chakra to chakra, there's no one size fits all. It's based all on you, what you're ready to bring to the table, what you're ready to release, and we work with that. It's transforming, and you have to be ready and willing to do the work. I don't work well with people who just want to be entertained. That is a pet peeve of mine. I work with people who are ready to do the work, who are really serious about this. So if you're serious about your transformation, this new moon eclipse in Scorpio is your portal to do so. If you're not ready for a deep dive one-on-one with me, that's fine. I also have some group sessions that are more economical in a way because there's not as much focused energy on you, but they're kind of semi-private anyway, like small groups, 5, very intimate. So there's Chakra Dance starting tomorrow, Friday the 21st. Beautiful, beautiful program to go through all of your chakras, to shine the light on the shadows so that you can really rise up by December, by the next solstice, feeling free from the baggage. So if you're in town, if you're in Cornwall and the area, join me for Chakra Dance starting Friday at Be Real Holistic. And also the Sunday the 30th, I have a wonderful workshop for clearing ancestral baggage. We'll go down into your DNA and your mitochondrial DNA and the crystalline structures of crystals to heal patterns that have been there for generations so that again you're free to be you. So there's a whole lot of healing coming up. Register for those workshops. If you're not local to this area and you still want some of that information, message me and we'll do a private session. We'll do that online through Zoom. All right. So big love, as we say in French, attache ta tuque avec la broche, right? Hold on to your hat. This next week is going to be intense, less so. If you let go of the resistance, let go of your BS, let go of your excuses, and flow with that huge transformation that is possible for you right now. So this is your energy forecast for the week. I'm Jazz from Your Amazing Life Collective, sending you big love from my heart to yours.